After watching Mike Epps Delusional on Netflix, there's some things that I want to talk to you about from a licensed therapist perspective. But before we get into it, I need for you to put in the comment section, what did you think about this comedy special? There will be spoilers in here, so if you haven't watched it, go on over to Netflix. It's 1 hour long, and then come back and chat with us in the comment section because we got a lot to talk about. First thing that I want to talk to you guys about is how I forgot how funny Mike Epps is. I feel like I've been so caught up in his acting career and all of the movies and TV shows that he's been involved in that I forgot how funny he is. I can't remember the last time that I saw a stand-up comedy special from him. It's been a little minute. But throughout the first 15 to 20 minutes of this, I was rolling. Okay, I mean literally laughing out loud. It was super funny to me, and not to compare comedians, but I did my other comedy special review on Kevin Hart's Acting My Age, where I really didn't laugh that much. I gave a little chuckle or like, oh, that's crazy, but I wasn't laughing. But for this one, I was rolling. You know, Dave Chappelle has a different type of funny, right? He was giving jokes, but it wasn't really jokes in his last comedy special called The Unstoppable. And then we also got Cat Williams coming up with another special as well soon within the next few weeks of this video dropping. So I'm gonna make sure to do a review on that one too. I'm keenly aware that every comedian is different and has a different style, but I do want to say that when I go to watch a comedy special, I expect to laugh. I expect to crack up. I expect to have a good old time. And if it's not giving that, I don't really want to watch it. But for this one, it was good. Before we move on, it has come to my attention that only about 4 to 5% of y'all who watch my videos are subscribed to my channel. And we gotta get that number way up, okay? So if you are enjoying this video or any of my other ones, it would mean the world to me if you simply hit the subscribe button and hit the notification button, because that does help me to create videos and content and reviews like this for you every single week. So let's get back to it. About the first 30 to 40 minutes of this, it was classic Mike Epps. And if I'm being honest, it was exactly what I expected. He had all of the Trump jokes, the Diddy jokes, the ICE jokes, Mexican jokes, all of those things. I was expecting that from him. But then the last 20 to 25 minutes or so, things took a completely different shift. You notice it went from him telling jokes to him being more of a storyteller. And the stories was about him and his own personal life. I loved hearing about his history, where he came from, where he grew up, his career trajectory. If I'm being honest, I never heard about any of these things before. When he told us to go and Google his mugshot from 1990, guess what? I went straight on over to Google while I was watching it on my TV. I said, let me go see what he's talking about. I said, oh, you do got a mugshot, Mike Epps. You really was out here getting arrested. And I'm not laughing because that was funny, but I was laughing because it was a valid point, and I love the fact that he was honest. Most of us didn't even know he had a mugshot until he was able to tell us that. The drug use, the selling of drugs, him taking L's his whole entire life, he could have left that out of the special, but he didn't. And it added an additional layer of vulnerability, of honesty and relatability that I was like, okay, Mike, I see you. What got me and pulled on my heartstrings for sure is when he shed that unexpected tear. He literally got choked up for just a quick second. And there's a lot that I want to unpack here. He was emotional because it hit home. I think as he was telling the story, he was truly reflecting on everything that he has been through, good, bad, and in between. He was also reflecting on all of the amazing people who had his back the whole entire time, who had his back throughout his whole entire lifetime. And I love the fact that he mentioned their names. He wasn't one of those or celebrities or people who'll be like, oh yeah, my so-and-so teacher, or you know, the homie from around the block. He mentioned their name every single time to give credit where credit was due. Some of those relationships, what his baby mama's auntie or somebody, whoever it was, those were life-changing people. Those were life-changing moments that if those things didn't happen to him, we don't know where he would be. Like he said, he would probably either be in jail indefinitely or murdered, killed, unalived. A moment of him breaking down and shedding that tear, it wasn't just like a thug tear, you know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna be gangster, you know, but it was genuinely, you can feel it in his heart as he was speaking that this was something that touched him. This was something that changed his life for the better. As an artist and as a performer, Most people would have lost it at that moment, would have messed up their whole show, forgot what they were supposed to say, coming up, all of those things. But he took a moment, he took a breather, he got himself together. The audience was clapping like, yo, this is beautiful. And then he was able to continue to go on. That is the true performance of an actor, of a real creative, of a person who knows how to keep it going and hold things together, especially when you're in front of a crowd. He gave us a little masterclass on how to, be emotional in the moment, have people relate to you, but also not drop the ball and ruin the whole show. In that moment, he became a different Mike Epps to me. I know him as someone who's quirky, funny. I know all about the Benjamins. I know Next Friday. I know all of those movies. And he's silly. 15, 30, 37, 38, 45, 47. Like, that was my the white around your lip. Don't get me started, okay? Because I can go all in on his movies. But the honesty that he had with this and how he told us, if you go back and watch All About the Benjamins, I was on drugs during that time frame. I didn't know that. I'm not sure if you knew that. I said all of that to say he gave a lot of people hope. There's going to be so many people watching this special, so many people who didn't know about his background, his history, and how he came to be, who would probably put him on a pedestal or say, he had a silver spoon handed to him and all of those things. But no, he really got it out the mud. He really helped himself. He really was blessed along the way to be connected with a whole bunch of dope people who believed in him and who trusted in his vision. At the end of this, where he talked about it's okay to be delusional, it's okay to be a little delulu, it's okay to be a little cray-cray, because if you think about it, the people who are entrepreneurs, who are business owners for the first time, who are doing things in their family and their bloodline that nobody else have ever done, that are creatives, that think outside of the box, you got to be off your rocker just a little bit to believe in yourself, to believe that you can do something, to believe that you can do something from scratch, that it just formulated in your mind, it was nothing and then it came to be. It takes a little bit of, like I said, delusion to get into that space, right? And so I think that was the point that he was trying to make, that it's okay if you don't know how things are going to work out, you don't know how things are going to pan out, but you have to keep believing in yourself. You have to keep going, because at the end of that thing, if you don't give up, you're going to get to your destination, right? This is not a sprint. This is literally a marathon, and you will get there eventually. The only feedback that I would probably say as someone watching this and someone who has watched other comedians like Eddie Murphy and Dave Chappelle and the Kevin Harts of it all and a whole bunch of other comedians as well, they interweave, I guess you can say, kind of like their theme throughout their whole entire set. That was the missing part for me. He didn't talk about the delusional part until like the end, right? Like the last 10, 15 minutes. If he would have sprinkled that delusion part from the beginning to the end, and even if it was just a simple one-liner like, yep, I'm delusional or whatever, to kind of just like reel it in, to connect the dots, that would have been a powerful performance. So because of that, I gotta give it a 9 or a 9.5. But outside of that, I truly enjoyed this special. I hope he gets more of them because he was hilarious. He made me want to go see him in person moving forward. I was like, you know what? I don't think I've ever seen Mike Epps in person, and I'm willing to do that after watching this special. But that is my final thoughts on this, and I will see you guys next time. Be blessed.